morning guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Today is Tuesday, March 28th. It's about 10:30 a.m. and today we're gonna go see the venue for the fashion show. So I've already actually gone to see it in person before, but I'm going again today so I can like really look at the layout and figure out how I want to go about putting everything together, because when I was there I just like didn't process it properly to be like, okay, well this is where I'm gonna do this. It was just more of just like a quick 5-minute like, oh, this space looks good, I like the area, great. And I'm actually meeting up with Delavy there. She reached out to me being like, hey, I would love to help you just coordinate the event. She's in event planning and stuff, so she was like, I can just help you figure out logistics and make sure everything goes smoothly the day of. And I was like, you know what, say less, I will gladly take you on. So I'm meeting with her there so we can kind of look at it together. And honestly, I do already have a good idea of how I wanted everything to be and all the things, but it's nice to be able to bounce ideas off of somebody and just be like, does this sound like a good idea? Do you think we could do this? Like, just nice to talk it out with someone. So I'm excited to A, actually meet her in person, but to just be there and kind of figure it all out. If I remember to take videos, I'll put them in here. But other than that, I've spent the morning answering emails and doing some logistics stuff that I need to do and answering to a freaking TikTok. And this is the thing, if you ever see me on TikTok answering back to a negative comment, a hateful comment, whatever, it's never because it actually like bothers me or I feel the need to defend myself, because I don't. It's mostly because it gets good engagement. But this person literally was like, there's no way you're a sustainable brand because you're mass producing these custom orders. Like, make it make sense. How does mass producing and custom order, like, how is that in the same sentence? I don't know, but anyway, I commented back to it. And honestly, I'm shocked I hadn't gotten any comments about me making tour outfits as a not sustainable thing, because I was not worried about it, but like I had that thought that, oh my god, somebody's gonna say like, this is not sustainable, this is one-time wear, you're using sequins, blah, blah, blah. I was just waiting for it, and I'm shocked it took this long to get there, but we finally got that comment and I finally replied to it. So that's how my morning started, is having to defend my stance on sustainability with these outfits. To be fair, I don't think they're necessarily sustainable, but obviously choosing a custom outfit over buying something on Shein is always a more sustainable choice. So anyway, I'm excited for the fashion show though and getting all of that figured out. Today I have a couple of custom orders to finish. I'm leaving for Dallas tomorrow, so I really want to get those out, like sent out and ready before I leave. So that is the goal for this day and probably this vlog. And then I'm excited for when I come back from Dallas. I have a good like week and a half to get my fashion show like prepped and ready, the collection going. So I think I'm gonna dedicate just that week and a half to the fashion show collection, because my friend Noemi is actually coming that Thursday, the 13th, I think, of April, or Wednesday, I don't remember now. Anyway, she's coming that week. She's gonna be here for 2 weeks of April to just like help me and sew with me. So I'm literally just putting off all of the like May custom orders to when she's here, because there's gonna be 2 of us at 24 hours a day to be sewing everything. So I feel really good about getting all of those done when she's here, so I can then dedicate the like week and a half before she's here in April to just the fashion show. So that's how I have it in my head right now. But there's a few custom orders that I still have to finish that are for April that I need to get out today, or you know, tomorrow morning at the latest. That is the rundown, but I'm gonna head out to the venue. I'm so excited to just start like thinking about it and like putting it together, so let's go. Guess who did a terrible job of vlogging the venue? It's me, but I did get videos. But I think it's just easier if I like walk you guys through it, so this is what we're gonna do. I'll be putting this video up on the screen. So this is the overall view of the venue. As you can see, it's actually pretty big, and where these poles are is kind of where the runway is gonna be, so it's gonna be like a U thing. I'll give you guys a picture of it. So on here you can see that it's gonna like, the models are gonna come out of that door in the back and then walk all the way forward and then back, and that's gonna be the runway. So we'll have chairs in the middle where the poles are, and then on the opposite ends, and then it'll be a little U. So I'm very excited about that. And then if you see that like other door kind of off to the side, that's the backstage area, which is actually quite big. Put a little video up here as well of that. So this is what it looks like. It has like the fake kitchen area technically, so we'll just have like snacks and stuff there. It has quite a few random rooms too, so we'll be able to utilize those. You'll see here there's a couple of random kind of like fitting rooms or whatever, and then it actually leads right back out to that door where the runway is, so it's like the perfect little loop system. So that's kind of how the show is gonna go. It was so nice to just be there and like look at everything and just think like, okay, we can put this here, we need curtains here, we need this there. So I think by the end of the week we should have everything ordered, like all the chairs, the tables that we need, the garment racks, like things like that, because unfortunately the venue does not come with those this time around, so we do have to actually rent those out, which is a bit of a hassle, but we're getting through it. Anyway, it is noon now, so I'm going to take a little lunch break and then we will start sewing for the day, which I'm so sad about because it's so nice out. It's literally beautiful out. I was sweating with this on, and of course it's another day that I have to be inside sewing, so rest in peace, but we'll figure it out. So here is the update on custom orders. This little romper situation, which I will bring up for you to see, is what we are currently dealing with. I need to finish this up. So it's pretty much done. I just need to put the sleeves on it. It's not actually attached. So I have this one, and then I have to still embroider this one before I can attach it. And then it should be done. Like, I have fully, like, the lining is on there, the zipper is on there. The zipper, I don't like 100% like love. I haven't put the lining like officially on the inside, like stitched it on this yet, but the zipper was really hard to get on there like nicely because this is like such a stretchy fabric. Like the weight difference between the zipper and the fabric is just like hard, and it kind of like not puckers, but it kind of like waves up a bit. So I redid it a couple of times, and this is the flattest I've been able to get it, which is actually pretty decent. Like it's not bubbling as much as it was before, so I don't feel like 100% about it, but I don't feel bad about it either. And also realistically, she's not gonna be wearing this like all the way up top zipped. She might even like have it like this. I feel good about this. I feel like it's all laying pretty nicely. I'm having trouble figuring out if the fit is right or if I should take it in anymore. Obviously it's a stretchy fabric, so even if I take it in, like it'll still fit because it stretches quite a bit. But I'm wondering if I like made it tight enough so that it stretches, or if it's still like too loose and isn't gonna like hug the body perfectly. And like obviously I padded the mannequin to kind of her measurements, but that never 100% obviously pads every like nook and cranny to make sure it literally is exactly what her body's gonna look like. So it's hard to tell. And I also always have a hard time with the legs because, hold on, I'll bring it up even more. Obviously, like the hips here, you can see that they're tight, and realistically her thighs would also be bigger than this mannequin and like would actually fill this up, but it always like throws me off that this is open because then it looks like it's gonna be loose when it's realistically probably going to be tight, but it just throws me off so much and it looks weird. So that's that. But I guess while I have you up here are all the symbols. This one you can't see it very well on camera, I don't think, because it's kind of washing it out. But I have the little hand heart right here for Fearless. This one says TS for debut. Then we've got Midnights and Reputation on the butt cheeks, which I think looks really cute. And then also on the back, we have Champagne Problems for Evermore and Mirror Ball for Folklore. And then obviously we have 1989 New York, and then Lover is the pink hearts, and then red has red lips on it, and then I just have to embroider lyrics of Speak Now on this so we can have it on the other arm, and then this will be done. I think it's just the way that I've padded this mannequin just like looks really off, and I think that's what's throwing me off the most about this outfit right now. It's just that it doesn't look like a legit body right now, but it's the best I could do so I could figure out if it was gonna be like tight on everything. The one thing I can say about this, it's definitely gonna be comfortable because all these fabrics are so comfy. They're also so hard to work with because they're so stretchy that it just like, they shift around a lot and easily kind of slip around. So did my bestest. And I think I did pretty well considering, but yeah, I just feel like it's looking wonky on this. Anyway, I'm going to put in the red sleeve since that one is ready. I kind of just want to like see how it's looking, make sure it's all good to go, and start finishing that up. I haven't digitized what I'm going to put on the sleeve just yet, so I also need to figure that out and get that going so that we can finish her up. So I just embroidered the sleeve on there. I was going back and forth between doing like white or black, because black would be more reminiscent of like when she used to do like black lettering on her arm, but also like this purple's kind of dark. So I was like, I don't know if that is gonna look good because it's not gonna like be so prominent. So I ended up doing it white, and I think it's gonna be cute. I'm going to take off the tearaway facing that I put on top. I learned that that really worked well with this more stretchy fabric so that it wouldn't bunch up as much. So here we are. We had a couple of different options for what we wanted to write on it. She originally said she liked I Had the Time of My Life Fighting Dragons With You from Long Live, which is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs ever, and obviously from the Speak Now era, but that was a little long. So she said if that one's too long, she wanted to put I Said Remember This Moment, which is also from the same song, which literally that song makes me cry every time I listen to it, and I'm so sad it's not on the like official set list for the Eras tour. Like that seems like the most Eras worthy song, and I am just confused as to how it didn't make the cut. Granted, none of Speak Now really made the cut except for Enchanted, which is a little suspicious. I'm sure she's got something up her sleeve with that, but this is what it looks like. I need to peel all this away nicely, but I think this is gonna be cute, and this is the last final touch to this. So I just emailed this particular customer and told her send me the shipping address ASAP because I'm going out of town and I would like to send it out before I leave. Anyway, I'm gonna do this and then we'll sew it onto the romper, and then I just have to hem this sleeve and the other sleeve, and then the romper's completely done because I got the lining sewn on there as well. So literally just have to finish this up and it'll be ready. Okay, my camera died when I was trying to finish all of this up, but the romper is officially done and ready. I don't know why I didn't bring my tripod over here, but you're on my ironing board right now. Anyway, I put the arms onto my mannequin so that you could actually see the sleeves a little bit better, but it's so cute. I'm loving it now that I have it all together. I feel like it looks a lot better. Also, now that I have like the lining finished and I can see how the zipper actually like looks. Obviously she can zip it all the way up, but I just have a feeling it'll probably be more of like a zip like that, which I think is really cute. Yeah, I think the sleeve turned out really cute. I Said Remember This Moment, and then obviously we've got the little lips on this one, and then here's the back. Very cute. So I'm waiting on the shipping address so that I can get that going. I need to make like some content with it before I officially ship it out, but I'm excited. I think it's really cute and fun. So I am going to continue hand sewing all of the details to the pink How You Get the Girl skirt that I was working on the other day. I think I'm halfway through all the little things that I had on there. So I want to finish that up, and then I need to make the top for it like 100%. Like I haven't made the top at all. So that's the next thing I need to do. I do also have this one that I'm fixing, which I think I mentioned. This is the little fringe one. Everything fit, but this was a little bit tight on her back. Apparently she is a bodybuilder, and you know, we didn't necessarily discuss back measurements. I didn't think about it, but that's an important measurement to take. So I'm adding just a little bit of extra on the back here from the original fabric. I took like kind of like the selvage end, usually doesn't have any embroidery on it. It's just like a thick, like 4-inch kind of like mesh part of it. So I took that to the back. I'm just adding in some inches on that so that she has a lot more room for her like back. And we're also fixing the sleeves and adding a little bit onto that for the biceps. I need to finish this up as well because she's going to the show in Dallas on Friday, like this Friday. So I need to get this to her before Friday, but I told her worst comes to worst, if I'm unable to ship it out to you on time, I will literally be in Dallas as well, so I can bring it with me and hand deliver it if need be. So I'm not worried about it getting it to her, but I do need to make sure I get it done. Maybe I'll do this one because I'm thinking the pink set that I said I was gonna work on is for April 24th, so it's not for like right now. I feel like all the other ones that I had were for the week before that, like the 14th or whatever that week is. So I can technically do this one when I get back, like send it back like on Sunday when I come back from Dallas or something, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal timeline wise. So I think I'm actually probably gonna do this black one, get that situated, just because I think it makes more sense for the timeline. I just need to honestly probably put it on this dress form to see if the back kind of is enough. Need to test that out. So I think I just made a very big mistake. I accidentally pulled the entire zipper off, and it is 5 o'clock. By the time I would get to any fabric store right now. They'd probably be close to closing considering the traffic that there is around these hours. I will attempt to check, but I'm pretty sure most places tend to close at like 6. I also have a SoulCycle class at 6:30, so I need to be realistic about being able to get there on time because that's already paid for, and if you don't show up, you have to pay for that too. So can't skip that. What am I gonna do? I think I might end up sewing this in Dallas. I can try to get everything else sewn. I can do the sleeves and kind of get everything prepped and then just like have to put in the zipper in Dallas. I gave my mom one of my sewing machines, like one of my home sewing machines. So she has one there and I can just bring my like zipper foot and stuff and finish it there. I'm literally so mad. I was like getting so close to figuring out this whole situation. It's all part of the chaos. That being said, I'm gonna try to figure this out. I don't know if I'm gonna film or not. I might just film later tonight when I come back from my SoulCycle class because I just need to like sit and think about this for a second, but rest in peace. Okay, so it is 9:30 now. I went to my SoulCycle class. It was a Taylor Swift themed one, so it was fantastic. Came back, showered, had dinner, and we're back at it here. So I think I figured it out. It wasn't clicking for me how I was supposed to do this because I hadn't opened up the shoulder seam, so it was just like gaping really weird here. And then I was like, oh, I need to move the shoulders, duh. So I opened up the shoulder seams. The zipper is completely off, tragically. And I put in these extra panels. Obviously there's a lot of excess right here because I wasn't sure how much I was gonna need. But I'm basically just creating like a little V shape here, which I think actually looks quite natural with the fabric. And I don't think it's gonna look too like weirdly placed since I am using the same mesh from the fabric. So I think what I'm gonna do is mark this, like obviously cut it down to the, like create the seam allowance and get it all marked so that I can do the zipper in Dallas. I called my mom and told her to go buy me a zipper at like Joann's or whatever so I could have that ready when I get there. So I'm just gonna cut this and make sure it's good to go. Basically what I did, I like stuffed my mannequin a bit with some extra fabric here just so that I could like have the shoulder be coming out a little bit more, or like the back come out more, so I could like really visualize that it's gonna lay flat on the back. Obviously it's not a perfect solution, but I think it's better than nothing. And she told me that her back was 18 inches in length, so I got it over to a little bit over 18 inches, so there's like a little bit of ease. And obviously there's still like seam allowance for the armholes. And I moved over the shoulder as well. So I need to sew those up, both of those, and then trim the like armhole again to make a new armhole. And then also I need to open up the sleeves and add a little bit into these as well because these are also quite tight, I guess. They're so beautiful though. But I'm trying to debate what I'm gonna do here, if I'm gonna just add also kind of like a triangle up here because realistically like it's just her biceps that are big. It's not like she has big forearms or wrists or anything, so she doesn't need like room everywhere. It's more of just like right here. So I'm obviously going to open up the armhole a little bit so that it has a little bit more room, and I think I'm probably just gonna take some of this excess and make a little V shape on here is what I'm thinking. And yeah, I'll just take it to Dallas with me because apparently I can't take any days off. This was me trying to take time off, trying to have a little vacation, trying to rest, and here we are. So, no days off. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure everything is marked properly because obviously I can't take my mannequin with me to Dallas. So I wanna make sure everything looks good and I have everything kind of like properly prepped. And yeah, that's the update. It is 11:15, so it's honestly not terribly late, but I just finished sewing this up, so if you heard that, that was all the beads I had to take off of this so I could actually sew the seam allowance. But it is ready to go. So I have the sleeves on there with their new little paneling on the inside here, the little triangle paneling. This is ready to go as well with its extra layer, obviously just ready for the zipper to be put in place. It should be good to go. So I just need to remember to pack this, and I need to pack because I haven't packed at all. My flight leaves at like 3:30 tomorrow though, so you know I've got time in the morning. What I need to do tomorrow is ship out the romper that I finished today, go to the post office, probably pick up the rep bodysuit that I need to fix it, and then ship that out, the jacket and the shorts, and get that sent out. That's like all I need to get done tomorrow, is just like ship those things out, get that out of the way. This is obviously coming with me and I will just be hand delivering it and we will be all good to go there. Then when I come back on Sunday, all I have to do is the pink How You Get the Girl set. And then after that, we're solely focusing on the fashion show for about a week and a half or so. And then after that, we're back into custom orders, but Noemi will be here and we will just be like going at it, the two of us. That is the game plan. I'm so grateful that like this weirdly lined up with her being in Dallas too, so that I can like hand deliver it. Because if I was going to Dallas but this was for a different show, it would just be like a whole other ordeal. So I'm thankful that like this happened with this specific order, that like it works out that way. Like what are the chances that happens, you know? I also did break another needle, so that was just like the last thing I needed today, but it's okay because I do have extras from the last time I broke a needle with this piece. So I'm going to kind of start packing some stuff because I need to make sure I do that, so I'm not super stressed about it tomorrow morning. And I will catch you guys tomorrow when we're finalizing sending all these things out and getting ready to go.